We be rolling. Welcome back, everybody. Time to sell your Magic cards and buy some 22s. That's all we got today. Enjoy the video.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com. And yes, I am back in Hawaii visiting for a little bit. All right, so last night something epic happened. For those of you who know anything about sports cards or high-end sales of any kind, the most expensive trading card ever in any auction was sold last night for $3.84 million. And that's with the 20% buyer's premium on Golden Auctions. Yeah. And what the hell was sold? Well, it wasn't a vintage card. It was actually a 2009 BGS 9 with a 10 auto grade Mike Trout 1/1 rookie card. I believe, so for those who don't understand how the parallels and inserts work, every year there's, Bowman or Panini or whatever, they make these insert parallels. So you have the 1/1, you have like the 1/5 or 1/25, and then 1/50, I don't know. So whatever the hell they want to do. And just call it $4 million just for the hell of it. And the owner of the card was actually a big Instagrammer, has a sports channel, a sports betting coaching. His name is Vegas Dave. Vegas Dave, if you're out there watching, I gotta be fucking honest with you. I totally agree. He's been hated on because in 2 years ago, he bought the card for $400,000. And I think so the sale for him was like 3.1 million and taxes and whatever. But it just proves the point of all the haters. He basically is flexing like crazy, and he has every right. I mean, why are you hating? Why are you hating on someone who bought something, took the risk, and then it sells for obviously incredible amounts of money? The whole industry of sports cards, Magic, Pokemon, whatever the hell, is on absolute fire. I mean, this card's everything across the board. Every card you thought was shitty back in the day, in the 80s, even the 90s. I mean, it's skyrocketed prices. I just think it's just going to continue going on because what's going on is exactly what we said. Nostalgia, supply, rarity, a little bit of gambling. Everybody loves it. And we're stuck at home. And most importantly, the economy and the money for the wealth of the economy itself, there's so much money out there. Yeah, so Vegas Dave, I mean, this guy took a risk. He had I guess you can call it foresight for those of you who may claim it's foresight. He took a gamble. He took an investment, right? It doesn't matter what you buy. It doesn't matter if you bought, like Pokemon back in the day when it was like $5 a pack or whatever. Or Magic. Doesn't matter what you do. He took the risk and sold for $3.84 million. Oh my God, that's so much cash. For those of you who don't know the history behind this, the sports card world, I think the most valuable one was around 3.3 million something, three and a half, something like that for a T206 Honus Wagner. And that, by the way, guys, is always typically the most valuable baseball card, trading card, always in the hobby. Also recently, LeBron James, SB Authentic or some kind of rookie patch, Panini, whatever. I think it was SP because they didn't have Panini back in the day. Anyway, his rookie patch and rookie auto sold for $1.86 million. That was recent also. And I mean, I'm doing the ancestral recall thing. This is insane. Like, the prices are absolutely staggering. Now, I'm going to be very clear, and I'm not going to make fun of people who invest in this stuff, but I want to be clear. If you think you're buying stuff on Rudy's like Patreon or these new boxes of Ikoria or Collector's Thing, I'm going to give you guys a hint. Even like Kaladesh, like masterpieces, not happening. You're never, ever going to get prices of $1 million. Not in this lifetime or the next lifetime or future lifetimes. I don't even care what happens. Here's my reasons why, because I've thought about this. The reason why it mainly does not occur is because, like I've been saying, and I'll say it again, until Wizards puts foil stamping or some stamping or hand-numbered autographed, whatever the hell you want to do it, it will not be worth what it's worth because there's no rarity check. That's right. You don't know how much they've printed. You don't know what. You have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. That's the first thing. The second thing, most importantly, is in baseball card world, there's also this thing called star power. If you have an autograph from Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and you know LeBron, I'm missing some guy, Steph Curry, whatever, in their rookie year, their printed first year, the value is skyrocketing. Now, obviously in Magic, there's no sports, there's no player, right? So all you have is the artist. So let me just throw out a very clear-cut example. If they made, and this is not happening obviously, but if they made a Black Lotus, back in the day, Christopher Rush signed it. It was a 1-of-1. If that happened in 1993, and they had foil stamping just for, I think they probably could have done it. Yeah. Well, refractors, 1993 baseball card refractors. There's technology. There's technology to do it. Okay. Let's say you did it. I would say that the value of that signed Alpha Black Lotus, doesn't matter what grade it is. I don't care. It's going to trump for about easily $4 million. Probably 5, 10. Who cares? The reason why is because I believe, I'm going to call it, I believe the sports industry is higher for one sole purpose because of those, rarity checks. But I believe Magic cards can actually beat out sports cards if that is the case. I'm not kidding. I'm absolutely not kidding. And I'll tell you why. Main reason why? Well, because you have something called players also and collectors. Players, collectors, and investors. In sports cards, to be clear, there's only one thing you can do, collect. You can't play with them. Yes, actually, you can also invest. So collectors and investors about the same. But in Magic, there's something very, very, very powerful that sports cards don't have. The damn players. You're right. There are decks, and old school decks, that are hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not close to $1 million if you want to talk about the Alpha 40 deck that I made that won the old school, the Wizards tournament 2 last year. That Steve Menendian won. There's decks that can go absolutely nuts and crazy with Alpha Lotuses, whatever. Obviously, that format doesn't exist in real life. But, like if you had, I'll just talk about new cards. If they made foil stamping of Wasteland or Mox Diamond or City of Traders, 1-of-1, one of one. I'm doing the 1-1. Back in the day. And that was the only one. Like they had foil parallels. And it was signed by Volkenbaga. Or not Volkenbaga, Dan Frazier. I'm sorry for that one. Whatever, right? The value of that card would easily eclipse $100,000 without even looking. Now, obviously, Mox Diamonds right now are on fire. It goes for about $500 to $800 depending on what day of the week. Gia's Cradle going for over $1,000. Reserveless cards are like baseball card, basketball, rookie cards. They're just skyrocketing because people figured it out. Nostalgia wins, collecting wins, old cards that are limited in production win. And that's our version. Think about this. That is our version of the Mike Trout Rookie Card. No, there's no numbered stuff, but the reserve list forces a card. It forces a hand of Wizards that, well, I'm not going to reprint these in the same way of any kind ever again. So they are, in a way, 1-of-1. Another thing was made, I think, about Treese Nielsen not being a part of Magic anymore. There's going to be no Treese Nielsen art anymore. That, in a way, could be its own reserveless bubble, I guess, if you think about it. Any parallel, anything where you buy a bunch of, right, you basically can command, you have a small supply, that could potentially become its own little niche market. But the ultimate thing is I think the only thing different, other than the foil stamping, would be the hand numbered by Mike Trout. I gotta say, if they hand numbered, I don't know logistically if they could do that. I don't know. But if they hand numbered it, it would just be sexier, if that makes sense. If they hand number the date or hand number the year and the month or whatever, it would just look better and better and better. Main reason why that's the case is because you essentially are giving that prop. You want to say hi? Yeah, you're back. Okay, Nick's back. Want to say hi? You're basically giving that.
It's Katya and Mama and
Tete
and it's gone. It's gone now. It's what all fit people us.
Where do they go?
It's called Kama House. Chocolate is nice, cool house. Its room is cool.
Yeah.
It's kill his.
Well, you gotta go find them. I think they're calling you. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. I love you. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, you're in the video. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so back to it. A little bit of. All right, guys, sorry about that. So, yeah, Nick, by the way, is now 4. What a great age for those of you who are a dad. I think you understand how wonderful it is, well, for them to grow up. All right, so back to it. So, kind of the point I'm trying to get here is that the player world, if you were to compete with like the millions of players out there for that one card. Now, I'm not saying every player can afford a $100,000 card, but I'm telling you, the one of ones or the one of hundreds or whatever the hell they do it, one of 69, I don't care what number they do. The amount of bid action, the amount of collectability, the amount of boxes. Hello, Wizards. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Listen to the words out of my mouth. You finally did. You're making those collector gold foil signature cards. They are. They're making gold foil stamp signature cards. And that's just the beginning. I've been saying it all along, and I'll say it again. They're going to have redemption cards to like Pro Tour Hawaii one day. When this whole thing's done, they're going to have stuff where you can meet LSV or Shenhar. We play with Richard Garfield. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to do something crazy, right? It's going to be flippin' epic. So understand that I think that it's only about time we're going to see the first $1 million Magic card come up here very, 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 very soon. More than you think. Now, one big point. So we sold that PSA 10. Alpha Black Lotus signed. Romuald Fons bought it in Barcelona, Spain. We got to deliver it. And that sold for $250,000. Okay? People have been asking me, well, Dan, have there been more expensive cards? Yes. Yes. In fact, there's cards that are private that have sold more than that. I'll just say over $100,000 plus more than that. Let's just put it that way. Hundreds of $1,000s more. In fact, there is a BGS 10 Alpha Black Lotus, one in the population. The set owner, the guy who has the card will not sell it. He will sell it for an incredible amount of money. But let's just be clear. I will pay at least $1 million for that card, but he won't sell it. He's been offered over 7 figures. 7. That's $1 million for that card. So the $1 million Magic card, yeah, cry all you want. Get upset. Put in the comments below. Unsubscribe. Subscribe. I don't care what you're doing. Clickbait. I don't know what people are doing. They're putting like some kind of like bad, naughty stuff for kids stuff, bad stuff in the comments. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't spam my account. Whatever. But do it. But think about this. There are stuff going on. There are people in the tech industry that want top-end Magic cards. And I'm telling you, yes, Magic is not quite at sports card level. Pokemon is definitely not at the Magic level yet. It's rising, but it's not at the Magic level in terms of the high-end cards. But mark my words, one day, I might be like, I'm 40 now, I'll probably, I don't know, timestamp, maybe by 30 years, by 70, we will see $1 million realized sale. Even though I know that $1 million sale can happen right now, but the freaking buyer doesn't want to sell it. And that's what I'm saying. Is that it will happen one day, and that's just the way it's going to be. Now, what a lot of you guys have asked, well, Dan, the last question I was asked was, will foil stamp cards like really affect the player market, and how would that work? Okay, so I think Wizards is going to change that up. Probably better discussion for another video, but Wizards is going to find a way to basically allow players to get the cards, collectors to still get their cards, and chase the cards. But there must be a way, again, I think I should set another video, that players must have the opportunities to still chase the top end cards without affecting their box pricing too much. I don't know. See, the thing is, now more and more I think about it. If a player-driven box, right, for your deck or whatever, any kind of format, was essentially, you could get like a one-of-one card that could be potentially worth, I don't know, 100K on the open market. I mean, what if they printed some insane one-of-one Jace? Okay, a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Read my lips. A Jace the Mind Sculptor. One-of-one foil stamp. The only one that ever comes out. The first one they make. They might do it again in another edition, but that's it. That's okay. It's one-of-one, right? It's the first of its kind. It would sell for well over $100,000. I'm telling you right now, and that's the problem. If you put that in a player-driven box that's draftable, and that would affect the box price retarded. Especially, it's like Willy Wonka, right? You have 5 golden tickets. If there's only 1 golden ticket and no one has opened it, and you have these collector's boxes, VIP boxes, I don't know what you want to call them, prestige level, top end, royalty level, I don't know what you want to call it, but the standard boxes would go absolutely nuts, because if it's not open, imagine that. Imagine if the Mike Trout one-of-one rookie card, right? There was an opportunity to get one more, right? So that there was one that sold for $1 million. There's 5 of those. There's like a red level one, right? For the Bowman Chrome. If there are 2, let's say there's 2 left, I think the boxes are still going for insane amount of money. But once the parallels are gone, they're taken out, the box prices will drop like madness, right? It follows that trend. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to make this video because it's absolutely almost $4 million. I mean, I don't even know how to explain to you. Vegas Dave, congratulations, man. If I ever go to Vegas, meet you, you are amazing. I'm telling you right now, you guys got to understand. Vegas Dave, yeah, a lot of bling, a lot of flexing, but you know what? He deserves a flex. And you know what? All you haters out there, you take it to the bank. This guy's a legend. Thank you, everyone, for supporting our channel. It means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content we're putting out there. I have a Patreon page that supporters have access to special perks and rewards. Become a supporter at patreon.com/vintagemagic. As a patron, you receive exciting pricing on sealed product, flash sales, annual gifts, and personalized consulting services from me. Again, thank you for subscribing to our videos and supporting the channel. I love meeting players, collectors, and investors all over the world. If you see me at a Grand Prix, please come by and say hi. I would love to meet you. Thank you, everyone, for your support and friendship. Thank you, everyone, for watching the videos. I wanted to do a special thank you to Sam Tang from Kitchen Table Magic. He's been a great friend and a great artist producing the videos. Been very patient with me in his directing. And I also want to thank Brian Weissman. Brian and I have become friends out of this, and I've learned a lot from him. And he's spent countless hours sharing his knowledge and wisdom. Without you guys and the support of my Patreon, this would never be possible. If you guys have additional comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear from you guys. Just go to vintagemagic.com and go to the Contact Us page. I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.